Okay, 8b is about summarizing data or data using mean, median, and mode. So the learning intention says you will learn how to calculate the mean, median, and mode, and you'll be able to give the range of the data. Okay, so let's just put a couple of data points down so it's easier. Let's say that I collected some marks off quizzes, and the quiz was out of 10, and here were the marks of a class of year 7s. Or a few girls. They did very well. Maybe I'll put one more in there. 6. Okay, and so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 marks. I might just put a 5 there. Okay, I've got 9 marks. The range of the data is the largest value minus the smallest value. Largest score we'll put for this case, minus the smallest score. And that's the range. So in this case I'd say range equals 10 minus 5, which equals 5. That's the range. The mean is all the scores added up and divided by how many scores there are. So it's the average of the scores. So this is how I write it. I say the sum, this is a Greek letter called epsilon, and it means to add things up. The sum of the scores, we'll call them x's for now, divided by the number of scores, n. Okay, let's say what that says. Sum of scores. In math, that's what that means. And this means number of scores. Okay, beautiful. I always use a calculator to do this, so I'm going to use my calculator. I know it's the big calculator, but yours works exactly the same way. Okay, so I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to add up all those scores. So I go 5 plus 6. Can you see it? So bright. Like that. 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Just add up all the scores and you get 73. Then I'm going to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because there's 9 scores. And I always get, not always, but lots of times I get a decimal. This happens to be 8.1 repeating. And so I write it just like that. Sometimes you round it off. Maybe I would put approximately 8.11. Okay, good out. The median is the middle number in the scores. When they're in order from smallest to largest. Okay, so mine are already ordered smallest to largest, and so I can see that I've got, looks like 8 is in the middle. So the median of this is 8. So 2 things to remember are, 1, you first have to order, just in case they're not, and then you have to count in. Sometimes it's not an odd number of data, and I think I did it down here, so there won't be an obvious middle, and I'll show you that in a minute. The mode is the number that appears the most in the data. So in mine, it's 10. That appeared the most. It appeared 3 times, whilst the other numbers didn't. Okay, so here's my example. It says, the following scores are a quiz for 8 marks. Summarize the data. So I want to find each part. The first thing I need to do, though, is put it in order. So I'm going to do that really carefully. I'm going to do 2, 3 times. And then I'll do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then I'll do 4 once, and 5 once, and 6 once. I cross off as I go so I don't stuff it up and miss one. 7, and then 8. So the very first thing you always do, put them in order. Now I do the range. 8 minus 2 equals 6. Then I do the mean. I add them all up. So I'm not going to go 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 plus 2 plus 2. I'm going to go 2 times 3. I know that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 3s, so I know that's 15. So I'm going to make it easy on myself. Plus the 4, plus the 5, plus the 6, plus the 7, plus the 8. And I'm going to divide that either like this or with a fraction. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And 51 divided by 13 is 3.92, approximately. And then I'm going to find the median. I go into the middle. I can see it's going to be 3. And then I find the mode, which is also 3. So 3 plays a big part in this one. Let me just quickly show you. If I had an even number of data, like 5, better not do that, 2, 3, 3, 5, 6, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Better put another 1 there. Okay, if I had that and I needed to find the middle, there's 8 data points. So if I go in 4 on this side and 4 on this side, there's nothing in the middle. And there's no number here. So I grab both of these numbers, the 3 and the 5, and I go 3 plus 5 divided by 2. Take the average of the two middle numbers. And that gives me 4. Okay, so if I had to find the median with an even number, oops, sorry girls, number of data points, I take the average of the middle two. Okay, so for this mean, median, and mode, I'll leave some examples from the book for you. Okay, so I've just given you a few questions here from 8B to do, if you have time. If you don't have time, we can do them in class the next time.